Hello everyone. Today we are going to show how to automate the extraction of information from PDFs, for example like invoices or claims that arrive to our inbox, and we're going to do that using Google Cloud Platform automations to scan the Gmail inbox and to insert information into Google Sheets. It can be replaced by Excel or any equivalent version. And yes, we're going to extract the structured information using API calls to the OpenAI API, but equivalently we can also use Claude, Gemini, or DeepSeek, or any state-of-the-art large language model, ideally that has multimodality to understand the structure of the PDF. Okay, so here's how it works. We will have an empty spreadsheet where the information that's extracted from the arriving PDFs is going to be introduced. We have our inbox where, for example, we do as a test sending an email to myself, in this case. Let's say we receive an email with such an invoice that has invoice number, date, amount, etc. We receive the email with the attachment, and we have the Flask API running that every 2 seconds scans our inbox, and in this case detects that there has been an arrived PDF with this information, and we should see that now this information is introduced structuredly into the spreadsheet. As a development environment, I like to use the classic living in the terminal Vim and this version of Shell GPT, which is it's a command line interface to initially to call GPT, but any other like Llama or Claude equivalent LLMs. And I did like slight modification and customized version besides the naming that allows to, with one prompt, do several scripts at once. For example, we can start. This flag allows me to do the more than one script in one single prompt. Create a Flask app with it index.html, serve it in port 800. It should allow uploading PDFs. When this call is done, now we see that there's app.py and CSS file also, and index.html. We can just try to run it before even looking at it. And we see that it's a very simple template where we can indeed upload our file. We can just, for sake of checking, check where there's essentially the loading of the main template, the upload endpoint, and now that we wanted to access the existing uploads files, we can see that it created an endpoint also to view the upload folder files. So now the uploaded file should be converted to image and sent to OpenAI GPT 4.1 as context, and ask to get the structured info in JSON in dictionary. That should work. Let's see. So it gets the file name, right? 625 PDF path, converts the PDF to several images in case there's more than one page. Get structured info. Here we have the call to OpenAI, and it doesn't show the model here. Role, content, model, GPT-4 vision preview. Good. Yes, so that's a call to the multimodal API, and let's see if it works. Now it would still not work. It's not easy to just copy the file environment. We also need to replace this by loading the file. Load from .env. Yeah, you see that it added .env, load.env, and it will load the OpenAI application. Now, Vision Preview has been deprecated, so we will have to use something like GPT 4.1 instead. All right, so we have a running server that when we upload a PDF with certain fields, it will return the structured information in dictionary from it. Now we want, instead of uploading this PDF, we want to automatically scan our inbox. We'll pass the context the existing app so that the model knows where we are at. Write only a function that serves to scan Gmail inbox looking for unread emails with PDFs attached, and submits this to extract structured information. Okay, it's writing quite some nest function. No, but it's doing again the call. Use the existing API call function. If we set this, assume that we just received this email, we should find that it has been scanned. Although it does it twice. We have the running server that every 2 seconds returns a list. This list is the scanning the Gmail inbox looking for unread email. You see that if we mark it as unread, the background process will detect that there's an unread email. It will scan the invoice and return the structured information. Back to the code. We're going to pass the as context. Write a function that takes the dictionary response from LLM call and introduces the values into a Google spreadsheet. Okay, this is why. So we have as new functions the one to scan Gmail and get the emails, to insert dictionary to Google Sheet, and in background scan we will need to update the credentials.json, the credentials. It's called creds in this case. Yeah, here I have it already configured. We need to share with the service account. In this case, this is the service account that I configured to automate these tasks. Open by URL. Let's try open by URL. And by URL. Okay. All right, it has worked. So that would be it. We have an automation that it scans our inbox, it gets an attached PDF, extracts the structured information, and inserts it to spreadsheets. So thank you very much for joining. If you like, don't doubt, click subscribe or share it with anyone that could be interested, and see you in the next time.